New York Stewart International Airport is an underutilized asset. Large amount of acreage, third longest runway in North America, in the most lucrative air market in the world, which is the East Coast of the United States.
Newburgh is different from other New York airports because it's a rural airport. It can play an incredible role in the region because it's growing, and that opens up entirely new opportunities to draw in businesses. It can add programs around the airport to create jobs for the people who aren't going to be part of the itinerant nomadic class that can move here.
The city of Newburgh faces significantly high unemployment and underemployment. All airports help local economies tremendously. That's well understood. The airport will create economic activity, it will create jobs.
What's really interesting and important about Newburgh and the Hudson Valley is not just its proximity to New York City, but also all of the resources of the land and of the infrastructure. Now there's a new revitalization and people are moving to these cities. There's a new population in Newburgh that cares about the city and are becoming locals and invested, and they live here.
The future of living and working in Newburgh is really building on what's here. I don't think we need to import new industries to Newburgh. The opportunity is in training and upskilling residents. As this region grows and as the economies grow, it's also lifting up the people that are here, that we're not forcing them out. I think co-working spaces, incubation hubs, co-living, all of those are strategies that can help people rise up and do something meaningful.
In order to be a center for entrepreneurship and economy, Newburgh needs to look at all of its assets, its incredible natural resources, beautiful riverfront, historical buildings, the intersection between Newburgh City and its rural economies. I'd like to see the New York Stewart International Airport think about the materials and the design processes it uses as it builds its infrastructure. How can they draw from their region's assets and be regenerative? Are we going to do steel, concrete, and glass like most of the airports, or are we going to demonstrate the natural assets of our region, incentivizing our own economy?
We could think about a more sustainable, regenerative design approach to air travel. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was an airport in the New York region that was really trying to combat the carbon footprint of air travel in everything from the design of the airport to the operations of the airport to the actual airlines themselves? One of the missing pieces is the connectivity in the region. There's a number of amazing nodes, but we're still limited by the automobile as a means of connecting us.
We can think about the airport in a very radically different way. We can think of it actually in a pedestrian-oriented way. Why can't we walk to the airport? Newburgh just passed Complete Streets legislation, which is really looking at the street infrastructure from pedestrian to motorist. Taking that legislative framework and applying it can offer new ways of accessing the airport.
You have this great walkable downtown here, so how do we basically connect links from the airport to that? How can we deploy autonomous electric shuttles? The most successful cities are ones that are locally close and globally connected, so they invest in that sort of walkable face-to-face, but then they also have these global connections.
I think the airport, because of its status, is going to be sort of the convening force to bringing the artist, the creative, the farmer, the entrepreneur, the commuter, as well as the digital tech worker. Building the social infrastructure around the airport is going to be incremental. The small interventions support a more comprehensive change.